Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And to the surprise of no one,
Yeah, I don't think anybody's shocked.
New York Comic-Con is canceled. And also not to the surprise of anyone, they're going to try doing another online convention.
Because it went so well for San Diego.
Oh, sweet Lord. So we'll talk about that. And then we're going to talk about how you can pay $22 to talk to Tom King.
That could go badly. We'll talk
3
about
minutes.
that. We'll talk about that in a bit.
That's going to go very badly. So if you haven't done so yet, please give us a sub and check out the last day of our Clownfish TV enamel pin.
Yep.
Mini crowdfunder we're doing. When they're gone, they're gone. You've got a 1 day and 5 hours as of the recording of this video.
So yeah, we're sorry to keep pushing it, but they asked us to do that, and we're getting a bunch of things popping up at the bottom. Yeah. Hello, whoever was from the UK that bought one. Hello, whoever was from Lansing that bought one. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you. I hope you enjoy them. So yeah, shopclownfish.com. You check that out. Hopefully we're gonna have a lot more clownfish merch.
Yeah, there's some cool shirts coming eventually.
There are some cool shirts coming. I'm working on it. We got a new site coming too. There's all kinds of new stuff.
Yeah, there's lots of stuff coming.
So New York Comic-Con is canceled. The celebration.
Well, it's not exactly canceled. It's canceled in person.
It might as well be. It might as well be canceled. We'll pull up the Forbes version. So ReedPop is canceling it. Instead, they're going to announce an official partnership with YouTube to exclusively stream panels and programming, premieres, announcements, fan contests, and other content.
This is going to be San Diego all over again by the sounds of it, because that was on YouTube too, and if y'all remember how well that went over.
Yeah, so San Diego Comic-Con turned out to be a massive failure. It wasn't just us saying it. We thought it was very, very weird that a lot of the panels didn't get a lot of action, and it just kind of shows, well, a couple things. One, the mainstream comic book industry, pop culture, whatever, they don't quite get YouTube. And two, people go to cons, not to watch boring lectures and panels.
Yeah, the only thing that worked out was that in some of the panels they had a lot more reviews on it than would have got to be in the room, because they were small rooms. That was the only thing that worked out to their, and that was only a few of those that did. But most people just didn't care. Yeah,
so they're going to try it again with New York Comic-Con. According to the announcement, the NYCC YouTube channel will exclusively stream panels from Starz, CBS All Access for Star Trek. That went well last time. They copyright struck their own panel. DreamWorks, Hulu, and FX, with additional programming to be announced closer to the event. All of them hosted by Kevin Smith, probably. Panels will be a mix of pre-recorded and live
That's
streams.
Interesting. I saw in the next one, unlike recent Comic-Con at Home, which featured exclusively pre-recorded, they'll have a live component. Well, that's going to be really interesting if you have a live component, because the reason they think they weren't doing that was because they couldn't control things.
Yeah, that was one of the most critical things that people pointed out. Was they were like, what is the purpose of having the convention if people can't even leave comments? They can't comment.
Ask questions.
Or ask questions.
They'll probably still block comments. You watch.
I'm sure they will. So they're going to be able. So people are supposedly going to be able to participate in talent Q&As during panels, turning every panel into a watch party, and geek out with other fans using YouTube's community and live chat features, just like every other comic book channel on YouTube. Clownfish TV has been having a mini Comic-Con for damn near 4 years now.
That's right.
So the party is here, people. We are thoroughly disappointed we can't gather together in person for the New York Comic-Con. We love to build, and our fans love to revel in.
Oh my God, we love to build, and our fans love to... Okay, I'm going to vomit.
Oh God.
I just puked in my mouth a bit.
Makes us so juicy for Comic-Con. We look forward to this weekend all year long, just like you, and with this being our 15th edition, we were particularly excited. I will miss walking up and down Artist Alley and seeing friends I've made since we were in the basement at the Javits Center.
The only problem is you were there before. You can't walk. You can't even go to the dang bathroom. Plan an hour for a bathroom break, because it's going to take you that long to get into the bathroom.
Cosplayers, man. I think, New York, I haven't been there in, I want to say it's been 5 years since I've done New York Comic-Con, and it's okay.
It might be 6.
It might be 6. I know Thursday's not bad. Friday morning's not bad. But Friday afternoon on, you can't even walk. And it's thoroughly unenjoyable for me. But that's just me. That's just me. So they talk about how everybody else is doing a convention. DC Comics, which just laid a bunch of people off, is still moving forward with their DC Fandom event.
Oh boy.
Everybody's doing it. So if everybody's doing a convention, all your big exhibitors are doing their own convention. Crunchyroll's doing their own convention. Everybody's doing conventions.
So if everyone's special, nobody is.
Nobody's special. Basically, at that point, you're just another pop culture YouTube channel.
Will be.
Woo! You know?
Get in line.
So the company announced it will host a metaverse event August 13th through 16th with online celebrity experiences.
Oh, God.
In addition to new releases, exclusive merch, and online marketplace. This is what happened with Rooster Teeth, too. They're like, we're going to do a convention for like 10 days, and it's going to be ticketed. Some of the chat rooms are going to require a ticket. I think that's a dumb idea because people have been used to getting content for free on YouTube for years. So yeah, I mean, look, the con scene's it's done this year. It's just done. And I don't think these online conventions are going to be a substitute.
No.
So it'll be interesting to, oh, look, hey, look.
I saw it. I wasn't going to say anything.
It's going to be interesting to see where conventions are next year. If some of them don't come back online because they you know, I mean, a lot of these cons, they go from year to year. They miss a show. That's it.
Yeah.
You know, you can pay $22 to speak to DC Comics people like Scott Snyder and Tom King or Greg Capullo for 3 minutes.
Okay. First of all, I'm going to say, do not do anything stupid or anything rude. Or
Do
mean.
not.
I'm not condoning that at all. Next thing I'm going to say is, how many people are going to totally use that to have words with some of these people? So
yeah, I can totally see people paying $22.
People buying multiple 3 minutes.
Yeah, like I will plunk down $100 to tell Tom King off about his treatment of Jay Lee.
Yeah. Now, we're not saying to do that at all. We recommend you don't do that because I don't know what they might just take your money and never get back to you and you don't get even a minute. But yeah, I could just really see this going poorly.
So this is for the metaverse event, right? Is that what this is? Okay, this is the other one that Reed Pop is doing. Yeah, so this is look, they're looking for ways to monetize. Comics conventions at this point when they're all down. But this is kind of like $22. $22 to talk to Tom King or Scott Snyder. Is it worth it? Oh, here, look, you can talk to both for 3 minutes. You can talk to Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo for the bargain price of $38.50.
Like $22 for 3 minutes. I mean, that's insane.
That's cheap in comparison to other categories.
Here, I'm just doing the math.
Well, how many per hour? How many dollars?
If they get that many booked.
They're not going to get.
So it's like $440 an hour.
$440 an hour. That is cheap. Comic book people are cheap compared to.
I could have done 10. Okay, my mind. I normally could have figured that out quickly, and my brain is just not working. So yeah, $440 an hour if they're all the slots are booked.
Yeah, so that is this weekend, right? That's this weekend. Yeah, that's the other event they're doing this weekend. So there you go, guys. If you want to talk to Tom King or Scott Snyder or some other DC Comics people, $22 can get your 3 minutes worth of.
3 minutes in heaven.
3 minutes. 3 minutes in heaven with Tom King. I would love it. I would love it if Jay Lee just dropped a couple $100, just to be like.
I don't think he would. He could just call.
We're gonna have words here.
He already said what he's going to say. I don't think it's even worth his time.
No, it's not worth his time. So I don't know. I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see how this changes things because I mean, not only is DC Comics letting people off, not only is IDW and Valiant in the gutter. But a lot of comics professionals depend on conventions for extra revenue.
It's not even just comics professionals. There's a lot of Artist Alley people.
Oh, yeah.
My mom and I were talking today about how we feel so bad for so many people because we did shows for a while because that's what we had to do. And a lot of people, they go show to show and that's how they make their living. And right now they can't do any shows. And they're trying to sell on Etsy or some of the other websites like Facebook or whatever. But their bread and butter are the shows and they're in trouble now because what are they going to do?
Yeah, I mean, if we were still doing what we were doing a couple of years ago, we'd be in deep trouble right now.
We would be.
Because we were basically doing shows pretty much full time. I mean, we were.
Well, we were, and that was on top of doing the other Disney blog too, because that's what happens, when I don't get paid and stuff. So
yeah, right.
It's just We had to, and I can only imagine for some people that's what they do, how hard it is right now. And for you, if you're listening, heart goes out to you, because I understand how hard that has to be.
Yeah, I mean, there are people whose entire business models, depend on con season, and a lot of people who work in comics, comics doesn't pay well, so they have to sell original art, they have to sell prints, just to be able to make it, and it's gone. It's been snapped away, So very, very unfortunate. I don't know how this is going to go. I don't think it's going to go very well, personally.
And they're going to probably going to take what they learned from the last one and try to improve it on it a little bit. Can't speak, but I don't know how much you're going to improve. They're going to have live, and I don't think that's going to go the way they think it's going to go.
No, I don't think it's going to go the way they think it's going to go. I think it's going to be an absolute disaster, or they'll just turn the comments off. I've seen this before with gaming conventions. They get controversial people up there or whatever. They talk about product that the fans don't like, and they eventually shut the comments down, or they ban people from asking questions, and they do that. Then it becomes this domino effect, because then it's like, hey, so and so banned us from commenting on a stream or whatever. This happened with Gen Con. I think a lot of people were asking about the quartering, because they had the fight a couple of years ago, and people were asking like, what are you gonna do about that, Gen Con? And Gen Con just started banning people, I guess, from the chat.
I was thinking like even like the comic, like Marvel and stuff, like shutting the comments down. I think Disney has before, DreamWorks has before, etc.
DC Comics online convention is gonna be really, really awkward. It's going to be really awkward. I'm assuming it's going to be a lot of pre-recorded stuff, or they're going to turn the comments off.
Depends how big their pair is, I guess.
Yeah. So we're going to wrap this one up.
Yep.
Okay, so please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. We'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Hey guys, thanks for watching Clownfish TV. Please consider supporting the channel. Go to clownfishsupport.com. That's clownfishsupport.com. And if you want to join our community, go to clownfishtalk.com. That's clownfishtalk.com. Please subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. We will talk to you next time.